In today's episode, I'm talking about a fragrance that few would argue is the most luxurious designer fragrance that you can buy today. This is DIOR HOMME PARFUM, and to find out my thoughts on this one, stay tuned to Mags Frags. Yes, hello again everybody and welcome to another episode of Mags Frags. I'm Paul and this is day 104 of my Fragrance 365 project, where I give my thoughts on a different fragrance every day for a whole year. So today's scent of the day is DIOR HOMME PARFUM, which first came out in 2014, and the perfumer behind this creation was Francois Desmarchais. There's been a couple of reformulations of this over the years, but let me start this video by saying that I personally can't tell any difference in smell or performance from the 2014 to the 2017 and this through to this one. This is a 2020 formulation with a batch code of 0A1X. It's becoming very difficult to get hold of, but I managed to pick a bottle of it up from the Vesera website, which is a Spanish company. However, that was before Brexit, so I'm not sure how easy now this one is to pick up, even if you want to get it from Europe. Yeah, so into the presentation, and the box is very stylish, and it comes in a matte black finish with a mixture of gloss black and metallic gold branding on the front there. The rest of the box is very plain, apart from we've got a little bit of the company information on the bottom of the back there, and then we've also got some product information, the batch code and the barcodes on the bottom. Inside the lid, there's also the little DIOR logo there, the little bumblebee logo on the inside of the box. The bottle comes in the familiar clear glass cube design with a dark amber coloured juice inside. There's some small subtle branding on the front, and then there's also a dark tinted plastic cap which contains the Christian Dior logo on the top there. The presentation on this line is super stylish, and I've always loved the iconic atomizer pipe cover that runs through the centre of the bottle. The overall look and feel of the bottle design is of the highest quality, but the best thing about the presentation on all the Diors is the quality of the sprayer. The sprayer on these is absolutely fantastic, and it's super smooth with a controllable distribution depending on how hard you press down on it. It's like I've said it many times before, the old DIOR HOMME line is first class in terms of its presentation. Yeah, the top notes in this one are Tuscan Iris and Italian Orange. In the heart, we've got Leather and Rose, and in the base, there's Sandalwood, Ambrette and Agarwood. So this takes DIOR HOMME and DIOR HOMME Intense and just dials up the intensity of everything by about 20%. You get the Tuscan Iris, which gives off a very powdery lipstick or makeup kind of smell. But in the case of this one, it's more like the whole contents of a makeup bag that's been used for around about 10 years. It's very intense, especially in the opening, and it's been likened to smelling like an old lady's handbag, but I probably wouldn't kind of go that far. There's the introduction of leather in the heart of the fragrance, which smells a touch animalic, and this is supported by the Agarwood or the oud in the base, which gives it more of a dark, rich and sophisticated aroma over the intense version. It's almost a dirty iris compared to the original and the intense flankers, which were in my opinion much more sweet and mass appealing. It's definitely the most interesting and challenging of the three, and if you're a fan of the iris note, then chances are that you're going to absolutely love this version. It's probably the most smoothly blended fragrance that I've ever got my nose on, and you can't dispute the quality of the scent. This is what I describe as a luxury fragrance for the classiest of formal occasions. This is not a work scent or a casual daily dumb reach. It's extremely classy and elegant, but it's also got a mature scent profile that I would say is probably best suited to someone over the age of 30. It has a very powerful and pungent sillage, so I'd say it's probably best suited to cooler temperatures and for possibly evening wear. If you're looking for a definition of what a beast mode designer fragrance smells like, then pick up a sample of this one. I sprayed just one spray on the back of my mum's hand yesterday, and for the whole time that she was at my house, I just didn't stop catching wafts of it all day long, which was possibly around about 6 or 7 hours. Even my mum said that she'd never smelled anything so strong, and that's some going for just a predominantly powdery floral fragrance. You're easily going to get 10 hours of longevity on clothes, and a couple of sprays maximum is all you're ever going to need of this one, just to fill a room. If performance is what you're looking for, then this is basically the king of the designers. This is the highest rated designer fragrance on Fragrantica, and I wouldn't disagree with anyone who claimed that in terms of quality, this is the #1 designer fragrance that you can buy. However, for my own personal taste, I prefer the Intense Flanker, but you kind of have to hear me out on this one. When I first smelled DIOR HOMME Intense, I had finally found the most perfect Irish scent that I'd ever smelled. It was just a love at first sniff, and for me it was just simply perfect. The parfum just takes a perfect recipe, adds more ingredients, and I feel it just crosses the line and becomes a little bit too much and overbearing. It overdoses on everything, and for my personal taste it smells too feminine, and it does to me come off smelling like the inside of a makeup bag. I can hear the fragrance connoisseurs cursing and swearing at me right now, but I'm honestly not saying that this isn't the best designer fragrance that you can get. I'm saying it's just not the best for me, and even though I prefer the Intense, this is still a masterpiece and I'd still give it a 10 out of 10.